that the reaction. I think fans love it. I mean, we have a super fan that has taken a video of herself singing it to us, so that's always good. No, I think that it's one of those things that it was one of those songs rather that kind of furthered the vibe that we had, and also helped us extend into the other material that actually is on the record. It was sort of the transition from where we were to where we're going. So it's been incredibly well received. It's definitely a fan favorite at this point, for sure.
Fantastic. We have got a great guest with us today, American Jetset. Join us here on our big program. So this album, you said you have another one coming out. Tell us a little about when that's expected to be out.
Yeah, so we started, in the cycle of an album and everything. You have about a year that where you're out touring and all that sort of thing. But for us, we just wanted to get right back to work and get something out on the other side of this first tour back since COVID. So we started planning on this EP. We started writing for it, started demoing it, and we're back in the studio in January, right after the tour's over. And we'll be working with Tony again on this one. And it's got a much darker vibe, which will be interesting on Valentine's Day. And we'll see what people think of this one too. It's definitely, it's still a transition in material, but we think people are going to dig it.
Fantastic. So we are going to go to your next tune here on our big broadcast. It is American Jetset. They join us live here on our big broadcast, and you can join us each and every week at themic.fun. And so Tokyo Radio is our next track. Tell me about Tokyo Radio.
So that actually goes back many years. I was in a band called Radio Angel. I mean, so long ago, I'm embarrassed to say how long. And that riff, the main riff of this song, and when people hear it, was written then. And in fact, it was a song called Touch and Go. And when we started putting this band together, I've been looking for a way to take that piece of music and turn it into something that we could record in the way that it needed to be recorded, and this is it.
Fantastic. Well, here we go. We're going to place you on a brief hold here on Skype, and we are going to go to Tokyo Radio. It is right now, and it's here on your big broadcast. American Jetset.
Like to be
That is Tokyo Radio. It is American Jetset. And it's here on your big broadcast. So we are going to attempt to go back to our guest and American Jetset join us back here on our big program. So you guys have got a lot of things coming up and a lot of things going on. Tell us a little bit about your local music scene, where you're from.
Yeah. So we're from Baltimore. We're from what they call the DMV, which is Maryland, DC, and Virginia. And while we're based in Baltimore, I don't know that I'm not really sure about anybody else, but it's hard to be based anywhere. We're kind of we wrap ourselves around that scene, but we have people literally all over this area. Our bass player is way out in Manassas, Virginia, which is about 60 miles from Baltimore. So it's, calling ourselves a Baltimore band is a little difficult, I suppose, at this time. But the scene is amazing. Baltimore's always been an amazing town for rock and roll. Going back to the 80s, you have bands like Child's Play and of course John Allen's band. Still plays out of Baltimore. So it still continues to be an incredible rock town. Also, we had the world famous Hammerjacks was here as well.
That's awesome. So, as we wrap up here, tell us a bit about some of the tour plans.
Yeah, so we're back out on a run with Kicks next week. For any Kicks fans out there, I hope you see the shows. Then we actually head back west with Jet Boy and Stephen Piercy going into the end of December, and then we wrap all that up on right at the end of the year. So it's going to be on the 30th of December at the Whiskey, and then we head back home, and then we're back in the studio to record our EP Love Kills, and then next year it's going to be wide open.
We have got American Jetset with us today. They join us live here on our big broadcast, and really hope to chat with you guys again. Thanks for making some time for us, and we will talk to you soon. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you,
See
my friend.
later.
There he goes. That's Ian from American Jetset. They join us today here on our big broadcast. And I'll tell you, we have a big one coming up here to view. We're going to be talking to Tara T-Quest Little. Now, there is someone in our audience whose hair just literally caught on fire. So we've got more coming up here on the world famous big broadcast.